Hey, welcome to today's yoga practice. Just so that you know, this month we are going to be practicing a little bit of a harder sequence, Ashtanga yoga, but at the same time, I really want us to focus on being gentle with ourselves. So if we're going through the practice and you need to go into child's pose and rest, or you just need to take a shavasana or move through something slower, skip some postures, modify, feel free to do that. The most important thing that we're trying to accomplish is just listening and respecting where our body's at each day. So, and also, yoga is fun, so if you fall over and you're giggling, enjoy it, because that's part of the joy of yoga. Sometimes it's really silly, sometimes it's really serious. So thank you so much for joining, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our Namaste, so please go ahead and come to the top of your mat, toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to just focus here on grounding down into the earth. We're going to start here with that mountain pose, so let's roll our shoulders up and back, just so we can find a length there in our spine, arms coming strong to the side. And we're going to flow through 4 sun salutation A's this morning. So let's go ahead, inhale, reach those arms upwards towards the sky. And as we exhale, let's hinge forward, reach down towards our toes. Knees can be bent here if they need to. We're going to inhale, straighten the legs, straightening the spine, gazing ahead. And as we exhale, let's plant our hands, step our feet back to either a high or low plank, and let's lower down nice and slow towards our mat. From here, let's inhale, press up into our up dog, or taking a modified version if we need to here. And as we exhale, let's press the hips up and back, stepping down into our down dog. From here, we're just grounding the feet and the hands into our mats, lifting those hips up skyward, pulling the belly in, gazing up towards the navel, and just taking a few breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more full breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing ahead, let's walk or jump our feet up to our hands, coming up into a half forward fold with a nice straight spine. And then let's exhale, reaching back down towards our mat in a forward fold. As we inhale, we're slowly rounding the spine up, reaching up towards the sky. And then we're going to exhale, coming back to our mountain or Samasthati pose. Let's go ahead and flow through that 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hinge, reaching down towards the mat. Inhale, coming up halfway with that nice straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, walk or jump the feet back, coming to that high or low plank. And we're going to exhale, slowly lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale, flowing up into our up dog. And let's exhale, flow back into our down dog. Taking a few more breaths to hold here. And once again, if you ever need to, you can come down to your knees, toes slightly together, and rest in child's pose. We're just focusing this month on honoring our body and listening to what needs to happen with it. Just accepting where we're at. Let's take one more breath here. Breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Gazing ahead, let's inhale, bringing our feet up towards our hands, coming into that half forward fold. And then let's exhale down into a full forward fold. As we inhale, slowly straighten the spine, reaching up overhead, taking a slight back bend here if that feels nice. And then exhale, come back to our mountain pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down through Chaturanga. Nice and slow, keeping those elbows tucked in close to the body. Let's inhale, press up into our up dog. And exhale, press back into our down dog. Holding here for a few more breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more full breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing ahead, let's walk Or jump our feet forward, coming into that half forward fold as we inhale. And then exhale into a full forward fold here. Let's inhale, straightening the spine, reaching nice and high. And exhale, returning back to that mountain pose. Last time, inhale, reach up. And exhale, hinge, reaching down towards our mat. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back, lowering down through that chaturanga. Inhale, press up into our up dog. And exhale, press back into our down dog. Just taking a few resting breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing ahead, let's walk or jump our feet forward, coming up into our half forward fold. And exhale down into a full forward fold. Inhale, straightening the legs, straightening the spine, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, coming back to that Namaste. Good work. We're going to move on to our sun salutation B from here. It's going to be just the same as A with 3 other added postures that I'll walk you through. So standing here strong in mountain pose. Let's inhale, bend our knees, move our arms down and up. We're going to sit back in a chair here. And as we exhale, let's straighten our legs, hinge at our hips, and fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down with control through chaturanga. Inhale up into our up dog, and let's exhale back into our down dog. Our second new pose that we're going to add into this sequence is our warrior one. So let's step our right knee forward, our right foot forward, knee comes to a square, left foot spins out to the side of the mat. We're going to inhale, reach up and lengthen as we flow into warrior one here. And we're going to exhale, return our hands back to our mat, step the feet back, and lower down through chaturanga again. Let's inhale, press up into our up dog, and exhale, press back into our down dog. Preparing here for warrior one on the left side, stepping the left foot forward, right foot spins out to the side of the mat, grounding the feet as we inhale, reach up and lengthen. And let's exhale, return back down to our mats. Inhale, press up into our up dog, and exhale, press back into our down dog. Taking a moment to rest here, breathing in and breathing out. And always remembering, if you need to, you're more than welcome to come to your knees at any point and rest for a moment in child's pose. Let's take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing ahead, let's walk or jump our feet forward. Coming into that half forward fold, nice straight spine as we gaze ahead. And then exhale, going into a full forward fold. As we inhale here, let's bend our knees, bring our arms up as we sit back into our chair. And let's exhale, lengthen upwards back into our mountain pose. Excellent work, friends. Let's do that one more time. So standing here strong, let's take one, refocusing in breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale, bend our knees, arms coming down and up, sitting back into our chair. And let's exhale, straighten the legs, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway with that nice straight spine. And exhale, plant our hands, step our feet back, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, press up into our up dog. And exhale, press back into our down dog. Moving on to our warrior one here. We're going to go ahead, step foot, that right foot forward, left foot spins out to the side, grounding the feet as we inhale, reach up and lengthen, holding here. And exhale. Replant those hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhale up into our up dog, and exhale, press back into our down dog. Moving on to the left side, left foot comes forward, knee is square, right foot spins out to the side of the mat. Grounding the feet as we inhale, reach up and lengthen. And exhale, flow back down. Return the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhale, press up into our up dog, and exhale, press back into our down dog. Taking a few resting breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more full breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing ahead, let's inhale, bring our feet forward. Coming up into that half forward fold before exhaling down into our full forward fold. Bending the knees, let's inhale, sweeping our arms down and up, sitting back into that chair. And then exhale, returning back up to our mountain pose. Excellent work. Let's go ahead and go into a couple forward folds here. So standing nice and strong in our mountain pose, let's inhale, jump our feet out about hip width apart. And as we exhale, we're hinging at the hips, reaching down towards our toes, our 2 fingers and thumb interlacing that big toe. Knees can be bent here if they need to. Let's inhale, gaze forward with a nice straight spine. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck that chin under, fold forward a little bit deeper. Just holding here, working on straightening the legs if they're bent, and bringing that chest in closer to those knees. Let's take one more inhale here. As we exhale, let's release the toes, place the back of the hands on the mat, sliding those palms under the front of the feet. We're going to inhale, gaze forward with a nice straight spine once again. And as we exhale, let's tuck our chin and pull forward a little bit deeper. Being sure to breathe through this by inhaling and exhaling. Let's take one more inhale. And as we exhale, let's release the hands from the feet, bringing them up to the hips. And on our next inhale, we're going to very slowly round the spine back up to center. We don't want to lose our center of gravity here. And we're going to exhale, jump back into our Namaste pose. Okay, excellent work. Let's go ahead and move on to our standing sequences here. So we're standing at the top of our mat. Let's take one refocusing in breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, jump out to the right, moving into our triangle pose. Our right foot's going to be facing the front of our mat, our left foot parallel to the back. Let's inhale, reach our arms up and out. And as we exhale, we're hinging forward over that right leg. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. We're keeping a nice straight line through the body here as we move into our triangle pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling nice and slow with control, coming back up to center. As we exhale, rotating the feet, this time left foot facing forward, right foot to the side. We're going to inhale, lengthen up, reaching those arms out. And as we exhale, hinging forward over that left leg. Left arm comes down, right arm extends upwards, making sure to keep a nice straight line here in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, come back up to center, rotating our feet back to the right side one more time here. We're going to stay here in our nice strong pose. So right foot facing forward, left foot to the side. Let's inhale, reach up and lengthen. And as we exhale, we're going to twist at the hips. This time our left arm comes down to our right leg, and our right arm extends up for our reverse triangle pose here. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. We're going to inhale, coming back up to center, nice and strong. Rotating our feet once again. This time our left foot faces forward, right foot out to the side. We're going to inhale, reach up and lengthen. And as we exhale, we're hinging at the hips. Our right arm's coming down to our left leg, and our left arm is extending upwards in our reverse triangle pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, step back up to the top of your mat. Let's take one refocusing breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to inhale, jump back out to the right. This time our right foot is facing forward, our knees coming to a square. Left foot out, parallel to the back of our mats. We're going to inhale, reach our arms out, lengthening up through the spine as we reach across the opposite sides of the room. As we exhale, we're hinging forward, our right hand's coming down to the inside of that right foot. Our left arm is extended straight out in front of us. Holding here, breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten the leg as we inhale, come back up to center. Rotating the feet, this time bending that left knee to a square, right foot out to the parallel to the back of the mat. We're going to inhale, reach up and lengthen. And as we exhale, hinging at the hips, left arm comes down to the floor, right arm extends out in front. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten the leg. Let's inhale, come back up to center, nice and strong. And let's exhale, step back into our Samastatihi. From here, let's go ahead and we're going to inhale, step out. Both feet will be facing the side of the mat here. We're going to inhale, reach our arms out to opposite sides of the room. As we exhale, we're hinging in our hips, reaching down towards our mat. We're placing our hands flat out in front of us, our heads hanging heavy. We're working towards getting our head to rest on the floor. If you're not quite there yet and you want some help, you can always grab a block or a book and support that underneath you. From here, we're going to inhale, straighten our spine, coming up to the tips of our fingertips, gazing straight ahead. And as we exhale, we're going to allow our head and neck just to hang heavy as they reach closer towards the earth here. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take one more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to inhale, slowly come up, back to center with control. And exhale. Grabbing onto the hips. Let's inhale, reach up and lengthen through the back of the spine here. And as we exhale, we're hinging at those hips once more and allowing the neck, shoulders, and head to hang heavy. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, slowly come back up to center with control so we don't lose our center. And exhale, release the hands. We're going to bring the hands back behind the body, interlacing the fingers. Let's inhale, reach up, straighten the spine, gazing upwards. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, bringing those arms back up and behind the body here. Holding for 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. As we inhale, slowly coming up, one vertebrae at a time, and exhale, release the hands. Let's go ahead, inhale, reach those arms out along the opposite sides of the body here, lengthening up to the spine. And as we exhale, we're hinging forward. This time our fingers are reaching down towards our toes. If we can interlace our 2 fingers and our thumb around our big toe, that's what we're gonna do. Otherwise, we're just gonna grab anywhere along the side of the body here. Let's inhale, straighten the spine, gaze straight ahead. And as we exhale, let's hinge forward and go a little bit deeper into this pose. 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. We're going to inhale, slowly come up, 1 vertebrae at a time, remembering that we want to make sure we keep that center of gravity. And as we exhale, we're going to step back up to the top of our mats into our Namaste. Let's take 1 refocused breath. Inhale. And exhale. As we inhale, let's go ahead and step the right foot back. This time our right foot's going to be facing forward. Our left foot's going to come out to the side here at just a little bit of a narrower angle. So the left foot will be at about a 45-degree angle. We're going to take our hands reaching behind our backs, bringing our little pinky and our hands together, coming into reverse prayer pose, back behind the body. If that feels comfortable and good. If that's too strenuous for you right now, you can go ahead and grab onto opposite elbows. We're going to inhale, reach up and lengthen. And as we exhale, we're hinging forward over that front leg. And we're working on bringing our nose down towards our knee here. Holding for a few breaths. Breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, slowly come up. And as we exhale, rotate the feet. This time our left foot faces forward. Right foot comes out to about a 45-degree angle. Hips squared forward. We're going to inhale, reach up and lengthen. And as we exhale, we're hinging forward over that front leg, working on bringing that nose down towards our knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly coming back up to center. And exhale, stepping back into our Namaste. Okay, beautiful. We're going to go ahead and work on our balance poses here. Let's start with let's start with this one. So we're going to inhale. We're going to bring our right knee up to our chest. If you're a little bit more flexible and want to go into it deeper, you can take your 2 fingers and thumb and grab onto that foot and extend the leg out. You're welcome to hold onto a wall here if you need to. We're just going to hold this for a couple breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take 1 more inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge and bring that leg out to the side here. My hip pops out of place, so I'm going to bring in my knee. Feel free to adjust however we need to. Let's breathe in and breathe out. As we inhale next, let's go ahead and bring that knee back into center. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, working on bringing our nose down towards our knee. Let's inhale, straightening back up. And exhale, extending that leg out in front of us, holding here. Let's take 1 more inhale, lift the foot up a little higher than before. And exhale, release. Go ahead and shake out that standing leg. It's probably tired from having to do all that work here, but excellent work for having done it. Let's move on to the next side. So once again, you can just grab onto the knee here if that's where you're at and feels comfortable. If you want to go a little bit further, you can take your 2 fingers and thumb and extend the leg out straight in front. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge and bring the leg out to the side of the body. Once again, you can grab onto that toe there, or you can hold onto the knee. Just adjusting however your body says you need to. So for me, my hip bones pop out of place if I rotate to the side. So I always grab onto my knee just to protect those bones. Let's go ahead, inhale, bring the knee back into center. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward, working on bringing our nose down towards our knee. Let's inhale, come back up to center. And as we exhale, extend that leg out in front, holding here for our balance, breathing in and breathing out. Let's inhale, lift the foot up a little higher than before. And exhale, release. Go ahead and shake out those legs. Coming back to the top of our mats, we're gonna go through a vinyasa here. So inhale, reach up towards the sky, and exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Let's lower down through our chaturanga. Inhale, flow up into our up dog, and let's exhale, tuck back into our down dog. From here, you're more than welcome to go ahead, bend the knees, jump through into a seated position. If you're not quite there yet from your down dog, you can go ahead and come to your knees, cross your ankles, rock back, and extend the legs out in front. So it's just whatever level you're at. Once again, we're just respecting where the body is for today. Okay, we're gonna pull up from the base of the spine, pulling in through the belly, straightening upwards, flexing the feet, hands just coming out to the side of the body. We're working on keeping nice straight legs and a nice straight spine here. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take one more. Inhale and exhale, release the hands. We're going to inhale, reach the arms upwards towards the sky, and we're just going to hold here. Once again, we're focusing on length in the back of the legs and the back of the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take one more inhale and one more exhale. Holding here though, as we inhale again, we're going to hinge forward, reaching towards our feet. Our goal is to keep our spine nice and straight. We're trying to reach towards our feet, but we don't want to round our spine to get there. We want to keep it nice and straight because we want to keep the length there in the spine. So let's inhale here, wherever level you're at. So you might be further forward. You might just be here. The most important part is you're just listening to where you're at for today. Let's breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. Inhale and exhale, release. Let's go ahead, cross our ankles, plant our hands forward, step back into our high plank. We're going to exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, press up into our up dog, and exhale, flow back into our down dog. From here, we're coming back to seated. You can come to your knees, cross your ankles, and roll back. Or if you feel like you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bend those knees, swing the legs forward, and jump through to a seated position. Let's go ahead and go into our inversion for today. So rolling back onto the back of the mat, arms extended out in front. We're going to go ahead first, start with our bridge pose. So bringing the feet close into the sits bones, arms extended out. Let's inhale, lift those hips up off the mat here for a nice small back bend. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly stamp the spine back onto the mat. We're going to do that 2 more times. You're welcome to stay in bridge pose. If you want to go into half wheel, you're going to go ahead, take your hands, bring them back behind the head, fingers facing forward. And if you're staying in bridge, we're all going to, either way, we're going to lift up our hips as we inhale. And if you're coming into half wheel, you're going to come up to the top of your head. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly round the spine back onto the mat. Let's go ahead. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Rocking from side to side, back and forth. Extending the feet upwards, grabbing onto the outside of those feet, moving into happy baby. Rocking back and forth from side to side. Go ahead, extend the legs out along the side of the mat. We're going to move into our shoulder stand. So preparing here, arms extended out, back and legs flat against the mat. We're going to inhale, lift up our legs, coming up, working on getting a nice straight spine here as we extend our feet up towards the ceiling. Just holding here, inhaling and exhaling. We don't want to be resting our back like it's a shelf, so we're working on just gently pressing our hands into the spine and straightening upwards. Let's go ahead, exhale, slowly roll the spine back onto the mat, and let's return our legs back flat onto the floor. We're going to inhale, hug in our knees, close to the body, and we're going to go ahead and rock up to a seated position. Let's go ahead and close out today with our last closing postures. So to start with, you can sit here and crisscross if that's most comfortable for you. If you'd like to go into half lotus, you can take your right foot, bring it on top of the left leg, and if you want to go into full lotus, you'll take that left leg up on top of the right. So from here, we're going to take our left arm, bringing it back behind the body, right arm follows, grabbing onto opposite elbows, We're going to inhale, reach and lengthen up through the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward and allow our forehead to rest on our mats. Here we are in this tight up ball, but we're going to focus in on how deep the breath can be, even though we're bound so tightly. Inhale and exhale. Taking one more breath, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. As we inhale, slowly coming back up to center, and exhale, release those arms. Bringing our first finger and thumb together, palms facing outwards, extended out onto our knees. We're going to tuck our chin, close our eyes, and just take a moment to enjoy the stillness within the body. Breathe in, and breathe out. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, good work, friends. We're going to bring our hands out to the side of our body and do one last challenge pose here. We're working on lifting up our body all the way up off the mat. If we can't do it all the way, we can just press down and work on building that strength. Maybe we lift up one side, maybe we lift up the other. Either way, we're going to press down the mat and lift up for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lower down. Great work today, friends. Go ahead, uncross your legs, extend the feet out along the mat, and we're going to move into our Shavasana or corpse pose to end our practice today. Allowing our body to sink heavily into the mat, allowing our breath to return to normal, and just taking a moment just to let everything go. Begin to feel your mind and body come back to awareness. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes as you reawaken. And when you're ready, go ahead and join me at a seated position on the front of your mat. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. At the end of every yoga practice, we close out with the phrase Namaste. And what that phrase means is the light within me salutes the light within you. And it's one of my favorite parts of the practice. So thank you so much for joining me, and Namaste.